Hey there and welcome back to the channel. Bryson with Dimes for Dollars here, and in today's hunt we have hunt number 34 of our nickel series hunt. And we only have 4 holes left to go. We managed to get 2 new finds in our last hunt with the nickels and 1 new hole filler for the buffalo nickels as well. So 3 new finds in the last hunt. Hopefully this box is related. I got it at the same time as the last box. I don't see any enders, but hopefully there's some good stuff inside. So I'll go ahead and flip this one over. We'll check the other side for any enders and we'll get right into it. Well, I went ahead and flipped the box over and we do have 2 promising enders. Our first one is reverse showing there. Unfortunately, we don't know the date, but it does look old. Our other find is right over here. And this one is a 1958. It's actually in pretty nice shape. But I don't know the mint mark, so we'll get to it when we do on roll number 9. Let's go ahead and get started with the first roll. Well, roll number 2, and we have a truly awesome find. We have a proof, a really nice one too. 1968 San Francisco. Now they didn't make regular circulation strike San Franciscos in this year, but there's no doubt about it, this one is a proof. There is some really reflective fields going on there. Let's go ahead and look at the reverse. And that reverse is really nice too. That is an amazing find. Especially only 2 rolls in, we already have a proof. Let's see what else this box holds. Well, 2 rolls later and we have another really awesome find. We have a silver war nickel. And it has a Denver mint mark, which is the least common of the silver war nickels. Let's go ahead and see what the date is. Alright, we have a 1944. The 43 is the least common of the silver war nickels from Denver. But still a very nice find, and we're only 4 rolls in, so we still have plenty of rolls left to go. Roll number 9 had that 1958 ender, so we have it all laid out here. Let's go ahead and see if there's a mint mark. Alright, there is 1958 from Denver. Very next roll, and we have 2 more finds. We have a 1941 up front here. And that one's from Philadelphia. Our other find is right back here. You can just barely see it peeking out there. We have a 1956. And that one's from Philadelphia as well. Roll number 11, and I'm pretty sure we're still on that collection dump from last time, because we have a buffalo nickel. And I believe it's been nickedated before. There's a very dark spot where the date would be, but I was able to make out a date. We have a 1927. You can just make it out there. Let me know in the comments if you can see it too, but I'm almost certain that's what that is. And as for the reverse, there's a mint mark as well. That is a Denver mint mark, 1927 Denver. I'm almost certain we need that for the book. We don't have very many 20s buffalo nickels yet, so that is a very nice find. I'll go ahead and add that to the board up there, and we'll keep on hunting. Well, very next roll, and we have done it again. We have another buffalo nickel, and this one's in even better shape. There's a big old Denver mint mark there at the bottom. Let's see what the date is. Alright, no doubt about it, 1936 Denver. That is another really nice find. And our second buffalo nickel, we just scored back-to-back buffaloes. So I'll add that up with our other find up there, and we'll keep on hunting. Roll number 15, and we have a find from the 40s. We have a 1941. And this one's from Philadelphia. 2 rolls later, and we have 2 more finds. Our first one is going to be a 1940. And that one is from Philadelphia. Our other find is right back here. We have another 1956. And that one's from Denver. Roll number 19, and we have another find from the 50s. And this one's in pretty nice shape, 1957. And this one's out of Denver. Roll 21, and we have our first foreign coin. We have a Canadian nickel from 2006. Roll 26, and we have another roll with 2 finds in it. We have a 1958. And this one's from Denver. And we also have a 1948. And that one's out of Philadelphia. 3 rolls later, and we have another find. We have a 1954 in really nice shape. Let's see if there's a mint mark. Alright, and that's going to be out of Denver. Very next roll, and we have 2 more finds. Our first one is going to be a 1940. And that one's from Philadelphia. Our other find is right back here. You can barely see it. We have a 1952 in pretty nice shape. And that one is going to be from San Francisco. Roll 32, and we have another 1958 here. And this one's from Denver. Very next roll, and we have another find. We have a 1941 from Philadelphia. Roll 34, and we have 2 more 40s finds. We have a 1949 from Philadelphia, and we also have a 1948, and that one's from San Francisco. Roll 37, and we have another 1954, and this one's going to be out of San Francisco. Roll 39, and we have another silver Warnickel. We have a 1943 this time. And this one's from San Francisco. Roll 41, and we have 2 more finds. We have a 1957 up front here. And this one's going to be from Denver. We also have a 1940 something. 1946. And this one's from Philadelphia. Roll 46, and we have a 1946. And this one's out of Denver. Very next roll, and the hunt's not over yet. We got 3 new finds in this roll. We have a 1958 up front here. And this one's out of Denver. We also have a 1941. And that one's from Philadelphia. And right at the end here, I just saw a 1948. And that one has a mint mark. That's another 1948 San Francisco. 1 roll from the end, and we have 2 more awesome finds here. Our first one's going to be a 1941. And that one's from Philadelphia, but take a look at this one. We have another Buffalo nickel. That's number 3 now. And there's no date on this side. Let's see if there's a mint mark at least. Alright, there is going to be a mint mark. Can't quite tell what it is on the camera here. But in fact, I can tell this is going to be a Type 1 Buffalo nickel. You can see the raised mound there. So we know the date already. We don't even have to nicodate it. It's going to be a 1913, first year. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and take this to the scope and see if we can make out what the mint mark is. Alright, well there's no doubt about it. That is a Denver mint mark. So we have a 1913 Type 1 Denver Buffalo nickel. That is incredible. That's the first year of the Buffalo nickel. So we got real close to finding a V nickel, but this is actually one of the harder ones to get. And I know for a fact we don't have it in our Buffalo nickel book, so we'll add it there. But before we do that, let's go ahead and go back to the board. I'll pull out the book and we'll see what it's worth. Alright, well here we are, 1913 Type 1 Buffalo nickel. At G4 is $20. Now I don't think this one's going to get a G4 just because of how worn it is on the front. But cut that in half and we might have like a $10 coin here. Still a very nice find, especially considering I only paid a nickel for it. That is a really nice one. Let's go ahead and add that up to our other 2 Buffalo nickels on the board there, and we'll hunt the very last roll. Alright, well that is going to do it for today's hunt, and what a hunt it was. This is probably one of the best hunts I've had in a very long time. We started off early with a proof in very nice condition. There's a 1968 San Francisco, and take a look at how nice it is. has an incredible find. But that's not the only thing we found today. We also found a Canadian nickel from 2006. We found 11 50s finds. We found 13 from the 40s, including two 48 San Franciscos, which are really low mintage, only 11 million. So really nice finds there. We found two silver war nickels today, a 1944 Denver and a 43 from San Francisco. But that's not all. We also got those three Buffalo nickels. And what's better is all three of them are going to fill a spot in the book. We have a 1936 from Denver, 1927 from Denver, and a 1913 Type 1 Denver Buffalo nickel. That was an incredible find to find that one, but to find all three, plus two silvers and a proof, it's just an awesome find altogether. So now that we've gone through everything, let's go ahead and go to the Buffalo nickel book and add those finds. Alright, we're back now with the Buffalo nickel book, and here's our first new addition. We have the 1936 Denver. Nice low mintage, only 24.8 million. Our next find is a much lower mintage, 27 Denver with a mintage of 5.7 million. But our third find is the rarest with a mintage of 5.3 million. A 1913 Type 1 raised ground Buffalo nickel. That is awesome. And that is going to do it for today's hunt. We now are at 19 out of 66 spots filled in the Buffalo nickel book. And we still have 4 holes left to go in the Jefferson series, but hopefully we'll find some in the next hunt. We've had some really good boxes. So until then, I want to thank y'all for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.